So on this short video, I'll show you how to paint some convincing watercolor figures, and these are the sort of figures you can just put them in your landscape or cityscapes quite easily to bring them to life. And first of all, I'll just show you how to see the figures if you've got a reference photo, to eliminate all that detail and just look at the overall shape. So we'll just look at the silhouettes. We'll put a bit of clothing on them, just suggested, nothing detailed. So these can be dashed off in seconds in your painting, but keeps it all loose and lively. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and stick to the end, and I'll show you a few paintings we've done recently on memberships that we've used figures like this. Just look at the shape, forget the details. I'm doing this figure on the far right first. I'm going to do the colours I did here, but you could paint them in any colours, or if you are a beginner, probably not a bad idea just to paint them in a silhouette. Then forget colour completely. I'll do some with colour and some without. And what you want to be doing is letting the paint flow freely, so that the jacket there, or whatever she's wearing, flows into the trousers. And what you can do on the drawing here, I did on the tablet, I did actually do the feet and so on, but very rarely would I do the feet. I think, you know, that looks more, adds more movement. That I think by adding feet, it makes them very static. So there's a person with a bag, but we will put the shadow down because that anchors them to the ground. And remember, this is something that would be in a loose watercolor, not necessarily, you know, a detailed painting. We could introduce a little bit of a shadow there. That's it. On to the next one. He's slightly taller. Looks like he's got a leather jacket on or something. Dark hair. And I'm not too worried if my figure here looks different to what my reference is. It's taken inspiration from it. The aim is you need to be able to do this in your paintings. You know, you're doing your cityscape or whatever, or, you know, figures on the beach, and you just need to confidently be able to just do this without destroying your painting. And the only way you're going to do that is to practice. And you know, you can take a photograph of, you know, people walking down the street and just print it out maybe, and then just block it off with a permanent pen or something, or if you've got a tablet you could do it on that, and then just practice doing the silhouettes. Make slight corrections. Maybe his arm goes down there, but they can be as loose as that. And he's got someone standing next to him. This is a shorter person. She'll leave a little bit of a gap maybe there, but you know, this person can melt into that person. It all just adds to the scene. And this is a great way to use up your scrap bits of paper. Made that one a little bit tall, but it doesn't matter. It's just an exercise. Those figures off in the distance, which are just silhouettes. Keep the heads small. Suggestion of the bodies. Person here who's coming towards us. Got a nice pink top on. So you notice that one leg is shorter than the other quite often, which gives that illusion that they're walking. You know, last thing you want in your paintings to be static and just a snapshot. You want movement. And we've got this cool dude off in the distance here with his baseball cap on. And shorts. Now I can just guesstimate the distance between those two shapes. That's all they are, shapes. often, the more loose they are, the more you've got the left to the imagination. Often the more realistic they can look. Any corrections if it's not quite right, but often the more you try and fix things, the worse they get. Quite happy with those. And I say this is an exercise you should be practicing at least once a week if you're looking at doing paintings with figures in. As you can see with the photo, all of that detail is very difficult to try and incorporate, especially if you start trying to do the pattern of people's clothing and so on. And it's not suited to the watercolors I do. The sort of silhouette shape, you can add some color in it. You can see how the watercolors flowed into the different areas, and it just creates that lovely loose effect. So hopefully you found that useful. Try putting some figures in your paintings. It really does bring them to life. And if you want to join me on my website membership, take a look in the link in the description to my website. And tier 2 will give you access to hundreds of videos with all the reference images, and we meet up regularly on a live stream for a chat and paint as well. So see you soon.